Hi, I will be doing the assignment for Zero to Pandas, the first named assignment online. I'll be describing what I'll be doing. This is basically the assignment. You can join the course using zerotopandas.com, and things are already self-explanatory after that. So let's just get into it. So this is actually a Jupyter notebook. We are going to solve a few Python problems which are given in the assignment. Uh, so let's just see how it goes. And sorry if I sound a little weird. I have a little cold right now, so bear with me. So I guess it just open. Let me zoom in. Probably 150% is fine. Just reset the command. This is yeah. So yeah. So the assignment is fine. Yeah. Assignment 1 is probably basics on Python. This is a part of the course data analysis with Python from Zero to Pandas, and there are some basic things which I will, not read it from here, but rather explain it to you in practical. So this is a code cell. Whatever you see here, this whole thing, the line number must be written here. So in order to run this code cell, we need to just click Shift plus Enter. All right, and it will run. This symbol here, it says it's running, and now we can do Shift and Enter. It will run again. And import. We need to use the project name, and we can capture the device. And like, how are we going to take the API key? So that is my API key. All right. Paste it. Should probably work. Let's save it. So the first thing here written is the first problem is about variables and data types. All right, so here the first question is assign your name to the variable name. Okay, here's given some variable in Python. This, mind you, everything here is in Python, and all the question marks are where we are supposed to write our own code. Whatever input we are supposed to give, we need to just input it right there. So I'm gonna just write my name over there, and this should be inside double quotes since it is a string. Okay, so I'm supposed to give my age, it's 20. So do I have, we can assign the age real or fake or whatever to the variable age. So age is the variable, and 20 is the value of the variable. So we forgot to do something here. In name, we need to run this code cell by hitting Shift plus Enter, and again we go down and Shift plus Enter. So it just stores the values. All right. Okay, we did not assign a value to has Android phone should be a Boolean value. Either you have an Android phone or you don't have an Android phone. So I actually have an Android phone, so I will just type in true and save it. Shift plus enter, easy peasy, and now we are going to return everything which all we have inputted. So the name I gave the input was Milind Mishra. The age is 20 and I have a Android phone, so it's true. All right, so we are supposed to create a dictionary named person. Okay, we need not double click that. Okay, escape. How are we supposed to? Excuse me. So we are just supposed to create a dictionary. Okay, we are supposed to just create a dictionary named person with keys name, age, and has Android phone. So what is a dictionary basically? So a dictionary starts, is a data structure basically. So we can just randomly search it on the internet. What? Okay, let me just dictionary in Python. So probably how did I just alright. So dictionary in Python, we can see the tutorial over here. It's something like this. Alright, so this is the dictionary. We started using a curly brace, and this is the key, and this is the value to the corresponding key. And we separate all these values with a comma. Alright, so the brand is Ford, the model is Mustang, and the year it was manufactured probably is 1964. And how we can print the dictionary, we can try it ourselves. And when we run it, so probably we should get something, 1964 model here and everything. Alright, I don't know why it printed in reverse fashion, so let's just check it out in our Jupyter notebook. Alright, just cut this page and get to the point. So we have the first key is a name, and my name is, as you might have guessed it, Mishra. So here's the second key. My age is 20. And do I have an Android phone? Let's just copy this shit. Yeah, and we're supposed to have it true. And we can print this message. There's this code cell has been already written. So Milind Mishra is aged 20 and owns an Android phone. So let's just understand all of this code. So you can see this as dashes in the print function. You can interpret these curly braces, nothing inside them, as dashes. Dash is aged dash and owns and dash, full stop. So using these dashes, we know we can assign what we want to fill in these dashes using the format function. Yeah, this format function works on a string. So this is the string, and we are supposed to fill in these small curly braces with this. So the person, this the dictionary having the value corresponding to the key name is Milind Mishra. So it will go here, and the value corresponding to the age in the dictionary person is 20, which will go here. And if I have an Android phone, if this value is true, I'll print this, and if it's false, I'll print this. Yeah. So this, and owns and Android phone. Since this value in my dictionary is true, so it just prints out this word. Alright, so let's just enter Mr. is 20 and owns an Android phone. So here's the other question, which is optional, but let's just try it. Use a for loop to display the type of each value stored against key in a person. Okay, we'll get to this in a little bit after we are done with for loops, which I'll get to in a second. Alright, we are supposed to find, yeah, we'll get to it afterwards. So the problem 2 is working with lists. Alright, so we are going to create a list containing 3 elements. So a list is some sort of an array. If you are familiar with other programming languages, we are usually defining an array usually in the starting of a course. My favorite color is black, so and the number of pets I have is, let's just say 2, but I don't have any pets, but still just for the sake of assignment. And a boolean value describing whether I have programming experience. Yes, I have programming experience before. Sorry about that. Terrible spelling mistake. Alright, so the list is actually defined inside a square bracket, and these are values inside the list. Okay, this is the 0th value. We used zero based indexing notation in a list, all right, in Python. So this is the 0th index, this is the second index, and this is the third index. So to corresponding values in the list, we have submitted everything. All right, so let's just see how the list looks like. Oh, okay, just one side note. If you in a Jupyter notebook, at the end of a code cell, if you write a variable or anything, at the end of the like code cell, it'll just print it. So here's the cell, and I just pressed shift plus enter, and it just printed black 2 and true, which is our list as we defined it. Alright, so we are supposed to complete the print and if statement by accessing appropriate elements from my list. Okay, so we are supposed to print by using if statements and appropriate my list. Okay, so we are supposed to print my favorite color is the first element of the list. Alright, what is our list? Our list is black, true, 2 and true. The first thing is my favorite color. So my favorite color should be my list of 0. Since we use a 0 based indexing. And when we do that, we get our answer. If you want to make it look like this, okay, we have to use the format function. We'll do this here. All right, no issues. Yeah, so here I have dash pets. Okay, how many pets do I have? It's the first element, it's a little weird, but it's actually the second element, but since we use 0 based indexing, it is first element. So I have 2 pets. Alright, so if question mark print I have programming experience, else I do not have. Since I have some programming experience, I'll just do this. My list. Okay. My list of 2. Right, since the third element, the second element actually is do I have programming experience or not? I have programming experience, since my list of 2 is true. As you see here, it's true. So it will just print out this statement, because if the if condition gets satisfied, here it returns true. So this statement gets executed. So we are supposed to add a favorite single digit number to the end of the list using an appropriate list method. So what is a method? A method is something which works on certain data structure or anything, you know. So the method we are talking about works on strings. So append is the method we are looking for. So my favorite number is 1, to be obvious. So if you're supposed to see the like how we have mutated the list, so you can see at the end of the list we just got the number we appended. So a literal meaning of append is to add something at the end of the written document, as you can see here. So pretty basic actually. So now we are supposed to remove the first element of the list using appropriate list method. It's very obvious. We can remove by using the remove method, and we can type it in black. Black is the first element of the list. And we just removed it. Just got vanished away. So we are supposed to complete the print statement below to display the number of elements in my list. So how are we supposed to display the number of elements in my list? So the list has dash elements. So the function we are going to use here is length of my underscore list. We are going to, you can see, since we have mutated it, and although we deleted one element also, the list remains the same. It has 3 elements. Okay, sorry about that. 3 elements. Okay, let's just comment on that. Yeah. So the third problem is about conditions and loops. Alright. So we are supposed to calculate and display the sum of numbers divisible by 7. Okay, sorry about that. Divisible by 7 between 18 and 534, that is 21 plus 28 plus 35 plus 525 plus 532. So we are supposed to use a for loop inside a range. Okay, we need to sum all the numbers which are divisible by 7. All right, so what can we do here? We can write something like this: for I in range. So range is a function which iterates the iterator from the left limit to the right limit minus 1. Okay, mind you, the right limit is always less than, not less than equal to. If it would have been less than equal to, we could have taken the right limit. Alright, so we will go from 18 to 535, since 1 minus the right limit. Alright, till 534. So what are we going to do? If if I remainder 7 is 0, then sum of numbers should be equal to sum of numbers plus I. Now this is a shorthand actually, so this actually just means sum of numbers equals sum of numbers plus I. Okay, we are going to print the sum of the numbers, and it's a pretty hefty number, 20461. Alright, you can check it in a calculator if you want to, and so the problem 4 is flying to Bahamas. Oh, quite cool actually. A travel company wants to fly a plane to Bahamas. Flying the plane costs, sorry about that, costs $5,000. So far, 29 people have signed up for the trip. If the company charges $200 per ticket, what is the profit made by the company? Okay, what is the cost of the plane, flying the plane? 5,000 rupees. What are the number of passengers here? It's like we see here, it's 29. And what is the price of the ticket? $200. So what should be the profit? Profit should be the amount of ticket and then we need to subtract the cost of flying the plane from that. So what can we do? We can just multiply this with number of passengers, and we can subtract the cost of the plane, and it should be $800. All right. So out of 29 people who took the flight, only 12 buy the tickets to return from the Bahamas on the same plane. If flying the plane back also costs $5,000, and does the company make an overall profit or loss? The company charges the same fee of $200 per ticket in the return flight. Okay, no problem. So what are we supposed to, we are going to, make a new variable of, new passengers. Okay, returning underscore passengers is 12. All right. So the new profit should be equal to the old profit plus something which should be of this sort, but we are going to make some changes here. We will gain the number of passengers actually. Returning passengers. All right. Huh? Yeah. So if you know if we have a overall profit, okay, sorry about that. If profit is greater than 0, it's a profit. Otherwise, it's a loss. If the amount, even if we have some of the amount, even when we subtract the cost we are putting, like we are putting in the cost of flying the plane, if we are remaining some amount of money, so that'll be a profit. If we don't have that money and it goes in negative, that will be a loss. So let's just see out. Okay, what did I do wrong here? Okay, so we did not format here. So I'm supposed to profit. Alright, so the profit will print since it is greater than 0. If it will be greater than 0, it will print this profit. Otherwise, it will print the loss. And since it will be in a negative number, we'll take the absolute of the profit. Alright, pretty easy. Alright, you have a little bit, very small programming experience, you can do this. Okay. We're heading to the last problem of the assignment. So this problem states as a sentiment analysis. We are supposed to do some proper data analysis with Python. In this problem, we'll analyze some of the fictional tweets and find out whether the overall sentiment of Twitter users is happy or sad. This is a simplified version of an important real world problem called sentimental analysis. Alright, before we begin, we need a list of tweets to analyze. We are picking up small number of tweets here, but the exact same analysis can also be done for thousands or even millions of tweets. The collection of data we perform analysis is often called a data set. So we have tweets around here. We have some amount of tweets. There's a hefty amount of tweets here. So let's just run it. So what are the tweets? Wow, what a great day! Hashtag sunshine. I feel sad about the things going around us. COVID-19, yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, check out my blog post. Every people are putting up tweets. And wow, what can we do? Let's begin answering by a very simple question, an important question about the data set. How many tweets does the data set contains? Like, we use the len function. We can use it here as well. Okay, so we probably have some. Okay, let's just check for once how many tweets we have. Okay, we have 10 tweets. Okay, this is 10 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we have 10 tweets in the list of tweets. Okay, so we are creating two lists now: happy words and sad words. All right, pretty cool. Happy words contain great, excited, happy, nice, wonderful, amazing, good, best, and sad words has sad, bad, tragic, unhappy, worst. To identify a tweet is happy, we can simply check if it contains any words from the happy words. Here's an example. Sample tweets is a tweet of a 0. So we're gonna run it. Wow, what a great day. This is the first tweet. I don't know if we run this. This is a sample code which we have. Name error happy or just not okay, we did not run this. Let's just run this. Okay, so a sample tweet here is if so what are we doing here? We need to check this if this sample tweet is a happy tweet or a sad tweet. Okay, so if it is a sad tweet, it will be false. We'll going to use a contradiction to prove it. So we initialize the is tweet happy variable with a boolean value false. To get the word from happy words, we are going to iterate word in happy words using a for loop, and then we are going to check the word if it is present inside the sample tweet. So this word iterates from a list of happy words, elements of a happy words. If those happy words are present in this sample tweet, we are going to print this. It is a tweet. This tweet is happy. All right, and then we are going to break. Okay, so I was happy or true. It's true. This contains. So we are going to determine the number of tweets in the datasets that can be classified as happy. Okay, how can we do happy number of happy tweets in the whole dataset? How can we do that? We can just iterate over the whole dataset using okay, this does not run. Okay, what did I do wrong? Tweets. So this is the code and run. So the mistake I did was here was if a tweet in words, so it would have been word tweets. The iterator inside the nested loop should be written here and should be checked out from the outside early. Okay, so we have 6 happy words. All right, so we'll just copy this because we will use it next time. So what is the fraction of the total number of tweets? It is the number. Okay, what is the actual number of happy tweets? Number. Okay, number of happy tweets divided by number of tweets. And you can run it. 0.6. Right. Number of sad tweets. All right. So what is the sad tweet? Okay. Replace this with like that. So we have 2. What is the sad fraction? The sad fraction must be. Yes. Okay.
तीन रोटी बनवा देंगे ना.
हाँ. Right.